Hi, everybody. We got a little bit to go. This is probably a more than one class session here. We're going to learn about the Ger and Purim. All right? The Ger and Purim. I don't think we're going to finish today, so it's going to probably be at least two classes. Orach Chaim, Shulchan Aruch, 689. Everyone is obligated to read the Megillah. The women, the men, and the Gerim, and the slaves, and the free. And we train the youngsters to read as well. The big question is, who are these Gerim that are obligated to read? Because women, it's an issue, because not all mitzvahs women do. They're only obligated in time-bound mitzvahs. Why would you assume that a convert ger would have to read the Megillah? Isn't that obvious that a Jewish convert ger would read the Megillah? Do you need to say that? So that's what we're going to look up in depth over the next X amount of time. All right? So we have a little olive here. The Brisa Bereish Arachin. The Brisa, it's a teaching in Arachin. Maybe we'll look that up. I'm not sure. Little olive here. The women are to read. Okay. Women are to read. Okay. Again, the women are to read. Slaves are to read. And Mishnah Berurah does not mention who the Gerim are. Okay, so now let's go to Shulchan Aruch. Remember, the Mishnah Berurah is kind of a bit McDonald's compared to the Shulchan Aruch. It's a commentary to the Shulchan Aruch. So 689. Maybe this is a one-time class. I'm not sure. We'll see. 689. 689. Everyone is obligated to read the Megillah. Kohanim, Leviim, Israelites, slaves or servants, some that are the ones that are freed, a halal, a mamzer, a natin, tumtum, androgynous, Mechanchin, Hakatan, Nashim, Nami, Chayvis, Bakriyosin, also women. Okay, so the Torah doesn't want to say Gerim. But the Shulchan Aruch does. So we're going to want to find out where the Shulchan Aruch got it from. And the author of the Shulchan Aruch is Yosef Karo, who happened to have written the commentary on the Torah Shulchan Aruch. And no one here says Gerim. So it looks like a later opinion. Everyone's making sure that the women read. It's maybe a one-class deal. Shulchan Aruch, 689. We are 100% defined it in here, as we saw in the Mishnah Berurah. And the Mishnah Berurah is a commentary to Shulchan Aruch. Shulchan Aruch written in Sfat about 400 plus years ago. Mishnah Berurah written by Chavetz Chaim not 400 years ago. more like 100 years ago. Everyone is obligated to read the Megillah. Women, men, and Gerim. All right, so there's your Gerim. So the big question is going to be, why does it say Gerim? And we want to say, look up the Brisa Bereish Arachin Beis. We're going to want to go to Arachin Beis. Women. Okay, we got all the women stuff. Let's see if anybody mentions Gerim here. The Vilna Gaon. Tosefta and Per Beis of Megillah. V'nusacha shalano nishmat Gerim. Talmud Soferhu. He suggests it might be a misprint. That's interesting. So we want to look up I guess they Tosefta Perek Beis of Megillah. So let's get Megillah. And Eric. So we're saying, where are we saying Erichin? Brisa Bereish Erichin Beis. Erichin Beis. Why am I thinking it's not going to be here? Very interesting. It's saying that like every member of Torah personalities is obligated. Ma'arichin v'narichin noidrin v'nidarin kohanim levim Israelites nashim v'vadim tumtum androgynous noidrin. Right. So I think that's why the Vilna Gaon is saying, because it's not in that list. So now let's go to those Tosefta of Megillah, Perek Beis. Ready? There's the Rif. And who's this? Moed Katan. Tosefta Megillah, Perek Beis. It's kind of a long chapter. Where is it going to be? Hello. Where's it going to be? All right, it's a long chapter. Hold on a second here. This chapter, the second chapter, right? Tosefta Perek Beis of Megillah. Okay. Look for the words avadim. There we go. There we go. We don't see Gerim here. Not yet. This is a little tricky. Kol chayivin b'kriyas Megillah kohanim levim Yisraelim. V'vadim. There's a vadim. Okay, what's that little chet doing right there? Chet bracket. Vadim. Gimel. Ora ganuz. You should say Gerim. Wow. So it's the Ger reference is crept in here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So it's in there, and so much so that the Shulchan Aruch took it literally and seriously to put it in there. Wow. Akol chayvim l'kri anashim gerim v'vadim. B'tor mashma afilu. Okay. So there you have it. The source for Gerim and Purim is from the Tosefta version of the second chapter of Megillah. Shulchan Aruch really is unique in this, and no one really even talks about it. And now it's very interesting, but it's not a Jew. Because a Jew, or a convert Jew, because a convert is a Jew, and obviously they keep Purim. It's the Tosefta. It's like an additional addition, sorry for the redundancy, to the Talmud. But I do know the source, actually. And I guess this is going to be a one class deal. Ready? So the source then goes, if you look in your Megillah, on chapter 9 of Esther, verse 27, Kimu v'kiblu, ha-Yehudim aleihim v'al zeram v'al kula nilvim aleihim v'lo yavor liyod osim es shnei yamim ha'ela kikisvam v'kizmanam v'kol shana v'shana. They maintained and accepted the Yehudim on them and all their seed and all their nilva, there's your word nilva, on them. V'lo yavor liyod osim, they did not keep these 2 days like it's written and like it's invited to do all year round. Rashi on verse 3, Justin Becker, I want you to look this up in your own time. Esther chapter 9, verse 27. Who are the Nilvim? Who are the Nilva? And that is Gerim ha'atidim lehid gayer. Future ger to lehid gayer. And the Gra, does he have anything? Not necessarily. Ibn Ezra, they're the Gerim. Malbim, not too much. Targum Yonason, Kaima Akibu, Yehudayin. Remember, according to Megillah, what a Yehudayin is? Those that reject Avodah Zarah is a Yehudi. Kaima Alveon, Va'alve Benehun, Va'alve Kol Daire, Demitosfin Alehun. Anyone that attaches to Israel can partake in Purim. That's why Gerim were brought in the Shulchan Aruch. As a convert is a Jew, and that is obvious. Need not be said. So anybody that attaches to Israel is allowed to partake and should partake in Purim. How do you like them apples? And that's all I got for you. All right, so I guess we did. This is going to turn into a one-class deal. All right, so there's your source. The Nilva of Megillah. The commentators call them Gerim. Obviously, it's not an exclusion of conversion, but a convert here is clearly a Jew, and the Ger here is clearly not a Jew, because it's lumped in with all the people that you're being told that are able to read the Megillah. So if you're attached to Israel and you're Nilva, you are to take part in Purim, celebrating the non-Avodah Zarah as a true Yehudi, someone who rejects idolatry in the Talmudic sense. Thank you for listening. Be well.